Welcome to Streaming Deluxe. My name is Mr. Orange and this is Age of Empire 3, the definitive edition. So, Age of Empire 3, the definitive edition, my friends, came out the 15th of October and is more or less a remake of Age of Empire 3, which I think is already quite old, so at least 10 years if I'm correct. And it's developed by Tantalus Media, Forgotten Empires, and published by Xbox Game Studios. So for everyone, so I have to say this now before I get a little bit more into detail, for every one of you guys who never have played an Age of Empires game, check out Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition first. And if you have never played Age of Empires 3 and you know Age of Empires 2, of course, then this is definitely, in my personal opinion, the better version to get. So I'm not saying that the classical Age of Empires 3 version is bad. Of course, I love it. I played it also a lot, but I really like the definitive edition. So, and also before I continue here in this video, I have to say that I got this game for review purposes by Microsoft. So thank you very much, but this is not changing my opinion about the quality of the game. Age of Empires, oh my god, you see it. So I'm playing here some skirmish match. So I decided to show you some footage when you're really at the end of a skirmish match. So not all the beginning where you have to run around and collect just simply a lot of resources, build your city. Now I'm showing you here the skirmish, the end of the skirmish, when it's actually really intense fighting is going on. So I really love it. So in the end I thought, like, this enemy, what's wrong with this enemy? So how is he capable actually to continue building so many units? So I have to say the enemy, the AI is actually pretty good. But of course I'm not playing on the hardest AI, so I'm not so the best seasoned player in Age of Empire 3. So yeah, what is the reviews now at the moment on Steam? So all over reviews are mixed with 3,654. So why is it mixed? I don't really understand, because it's mixed because people don't like it, and on the other hand the same amount of people like it. So on Metacritic you have 77, which is also not so high, to be honest. So some people seem to have some problems, so we can find out a little bit here now also in this video why those people don't like it. So they think it has more comic look. I think the graphics is simply better. I wouldn't say it has a comic look, in my opinion. So yes, it looks a bit different, but it's not a comic look. Then someone says they get some memory errors, some crashes. Okay. So this is mostly related to your own PC. If you get those problems, mostly related to your own PC. Since for example, I don't get a single crash yet. I haven't had a single crash, and it runs absolutely fluid, smooth, and I don't have any lags or any other problem. So maybe some people say it's the campaign that crashes. Okay, it's a specific campaign that crashes. That's possible, but we will see. I'm never playing the campaign, by the way. I only play the skirmish. So I really like the real game, so the full game. I'm not going for the campaign. I'm not interested in the campaigns in Age of Empires games. So another person says that he has problems to download this game. I mean, then he gives it a negative review. That's super weird. Oh my god, low effort remake of a masterpiece is, for example, one person saying, yeah, I mean, it's Age of Empire 3 is not the masterpiece. Age of Empire 3 is a very good game, but Age of Empires 2 has always been the masterpiece. It's just another way how you play this game, and this is always important to keep in mind. So if you love Age of Empires 2, playing Age of Empires 3 will be a little bit different. It just has a different way how the game works. It's not only the setting, which is more modern, which is in the let's say also in the Wild West, conquistor of the US, of America, of the continent, more in this the Great West, the Far West, the frontier, all of those elements. So it's not that you're fighting like in the medieval times. So I kind of like this this Far West setting, this frontier setting. I like this a lot. But of course, this is also a question I would say from your own taste. So another person says then in cons, he says you can't create home cities. You are just given a home city for every civilization, leading to them not feeling yours. Yeah, that's a very personal approach. So then he says art style a bit childish. Yeah, just as I said, it's a bit more comic style. I would not say that's a problem. So historical revisionism to pander some political movement, removing the word colonial, changing names and abilities. Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, you have to be correct on video games, otherwise you make a fantasy game. So that's interesting. I haven't seen this yet, but interesting. Keep this in mind. Yeah, no progression on the cards. And with the limit, so that's true. I liked it that you were playing and you could level up and then you get just better cards. So you build your deck, and you see on the upper left side now of this video, you see those levels, and then you can choose special income, gold units. So this was actually always a very cool thing. Yeah, the AI, well, AI I said is okay for me, but I'm not such an expert. I haven't played it so much. Maybe the AI has some problems. So yeah, from the graphics, some person says they have problems to see their units. Yes, that's an argument I'm agreeing to. It's problematic. Sometimes you have to find your units, especially when they have another color like blue, for example. Then it's a bit more difficult to see them. So this could have been a little bit more clear. But on the other hand, yeah, that's how it is. I mean, then you have an even more a comic look. So I think for example, I like it already in the Age of Empires games that it's less realistic, that I just see better my units. So in other games, this is even worse. Yeah, and then maybe a point that I also I criticize that it's when I use all my units and I'm clicking on attacking, for example, a building, then I see the sword. That means I want to attack, but it's not really clear for me then if I really going to attack this building. So I think there should be some sort of animation. I think this was always in Age of Empires 2 the case, that you see, okay, now you're really attacking this building. So it's a short, some let's say a short white filter popping up or something like this, if you understand what I mean. So this is definitely a point that I'm missing. So this could help the playability a lot if they make it more clear that you're actually attacking a unit or a building. And it's sometimes a little bit confusing how the units are walking. Then also what I don't like in the campaign, oh my god, I really don't like this, that it's limited to 200. I think this limit is not there anymore in the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. So I don't like to be limited to 200, but the problem is, of course, if you don't have a PC that can run it then, because the graphics is definitely more demanding than Age of Empires 2, then yeah, you might have too many units. So stopping me to build as much as unit as I want is something I don't really appreciate. So this should be opened up. This would be great. Then the game would be also a bit better. Yeah, so a lot of critics, my friends, just a lot of critics. But on the positive side, it's Age of Empires. Yeah, the goal is not to build a city. The goal is to defeat the enemy. So not to build huge cities. So it's not a city builder game. It's Age of Empires. The goal is to have units and to attack the other players' buildings and just win. So in this sense, I would say it makes everything correct. So one session, session I play like for 1-2 hours max, so I like, for example, to listen, to watch something at the same time. I'm not so 100% concentrated on the session, but I have to say, yeah, it's just fun then to play it. So I mean, I really enjoyed the session, and that's what counts for me. So it's simply a fun, easygoing, real-time strategy game. Maybe it's a little bit less demanding or deep than nowadays strategy games are. So, but this is for me absolutely fulfilling the purpose. So it's a bit more arcadey strategy game, but also to learn all of those different units and other aspects. I mean, here you go. Here you see I'm going against the last enemy, against his town hall, and so I'm finally winning. That's it. So you have to destroy it. So that's the end of the game. And the music is fantastic, guys. The music is simply fantastic. So I'm absolutely not saying anything against this game. So even if I wouldn't have gotten it, I would have bought it for sure. So yeah, I just see now the original Age of Empires 3 is coming from, was coming out in 2007. So I mean, this game is now 13 years old and it's still amazing, and it's still just so much fun to play. So 20 years is a good price in my personal opinion. Alright guys, so you've seen I won this match here, and I would say I'm concluding with this also my review. So here's no Steam key giveaway. Of course, you don't see it in the thumbnail, you don't see it in the title. So it's just my review about Age of Empires 3, a game that I definitely like and I'm going to play more. And it has some issues, yes, it has some issues. But if you're a fan of the Age of Empires 3 from 2007, you're going to like it as well. If you've never played an Age of Empires game, maybe start with Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It's a little bit more deep, it's a little bit more, more perfect in the sense. So, but Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, it's amazing that we get it, and I'm happy about this. So, thank you very much for watching. See you the next time. Bye bye.